In the event of an emergency evacuation, please follow these guidelines. If you are seated in the lower rows of level 100, please walk down the stairs to the floor, proceed through the nearest portal, and exit the building. For the upper rows of level 100, walk up the stairs to the concourse and exit through the nearest doors. Those seated in 200, 300, or loge seating, walk downstairs to the concourse to exit through the nearest doors. Elevators will not be in service, but event staff will be available to guide and assist you.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Thompson-Boling Arena and today's graduate hooding ceremony. This day represents a milestone accomplishment in the lives of our students. Please remember that this is an academic ceremony and appropriate decorum is expected. Everyone, please silence all cell phones and electronic devices, and remember that there is no smoking allowed in the arena or in the restroom areas. Please be respectful throughout the ceremony and remember that the focus of the day is on our students. Graduates, you are asked to remain seated during the ceremony and return to your seats after you've crossed the stage. Please remain standing if you are able as we begin tonight's ceremony with the singing of our national anthem. Gentlemen, please remove your caps and everyone join Madison Mackey in singing the Star-Spangled Banner. Madison is accompanied tonight by members of the Tennessee Brass, Arthur Zanin, Alexis Kilgore, Katie Johnson-Webb, Alexis Van Duren, Alexander Lappins, and Keith Brown.
Please be seated. Welcome to the Spring 2023 Graduate Hooding Ceremony. This celebration honors approximately 1,300 graduate students receiving their degrees in Spring 2023. The investment of time and resources to achieve this outcome is immense, and I applaud all who work to make this success possible. As Dean of the Graduate School, I welcome everyone to this special ceremony to celebrate the accomplishments of our graduates. Tonight, we will honor graduates who have earned master's, specialist in education, and doctoral degrees. Each of these degrees requires intensive study and demonstration of knowledge and skills in an area of specialization. Your program provides more details about these degrees. The members of our graduate faculty are crucial partners in the success of our students. Our faculty not only teach classes, but they also assist students in their research, outreach, and creative activities. And they provide invaluable mentoring and career support for our students. I'd like for all our faculty who are present to stand so that we can recognize you for your contributions. Thank you, faculty. I'm pleased to have so many guests in attendance tonight. Thank you for coming to celebrate our graduates. More importantly, thank you for the support you have provided to our students during their academic journey. Your sacrifices and support help make it possible for our students to achieve their dreams. Graduates, let's give a round of applause to the family, friends, mentors, and encouragers who have supported you during your time as a graduate student. Today's featured speaker is Dr. Ami Forna-Sanko. Dr. Sanko is graduating with a PhD from the Department of Biochemistry and Cellular and Molecular Biology. She is an accomplished scholar whose research interest is biological communication, which is essential for individual and population survival. Ami has an exceptional record of receiving funding for her work. 3 years of her PhD training were funded through the prestigious Graduate Research Fellowship Program of the National Science Foundation. In the final years of her PhD training, she was awarded a pre-doctoral fellowship through the National Institutes of Health. This fellowship funded her research at the Donald Danforth Plant Science Center in St. Louis, Missouri. Dr. Sanko's journey from Sierra Leone to the US and eventually to UT is truly inspiring. I encourage you to read her biography in the program to learn more. As a scholar who is deaf, Dr. Sanko has demonstrated perseverance, creativity, and a commitment to excellence. As stated by one of her mentors, Ami is a pioneer in our program and is a wonderful example of how perseverance can transform not only her life, but also provide opportunities for her community. Please help me welcome our guest speaker, Dr. Ami Forna-Sanko.
Good evening, everyone. It is such an honor to be standing here as the graduation speaker for today. I am Ami Forna-Sanko. I am thrilled to be earning my doctorate degree in biochemistry and cellular and molecular biology. Obviously, you might have noticed I am a deaf scientist. I will explain more about my journey, but first, I want you, audience members, to please join me in congratulating our class of wonderful students here, the Deaf Way. Let's see your hands. Let's applaud the Deaf Way. We're using the deaf applause. Hands up, the deaf applause, please. Yes, yes. Thank you. To you, the graduating class of 2023, we want to recognize this momentous occasion. This has been an important moment for your academic journey, and also an important moment for your lives. So I want to congratulate you, graduating class of 2023. Bravo, we did it! Congratulations. Graduation is not the end of your journey. It is part of a larger, longer, lifelong journey, where we will continue to grow and contribute to our communities and work with those communities to provide new opportunities for growth and learning and bringing new skills for us and in our future generations moving forward to educate others. Graduation is an important time for us to look back and reflect on how we arrived to this moment. And for me, it's no different. I will briefly share with you my personal journey. But I want to start by letting you know this has not been a smooth road, especially as a disabled person. But let me be clear, I am not disabled because I am deaf. I am disabled because society creates inequities for deaf people by privileging hearing individuals. When I was 3 years old in Sierra Leone, I became ill with a high fever, which caused me to be deaf. My parents worked very hard to support my educational needs in the same way that they support my siblings. Growing up, I experienced many challenges and barriers. However, it was still made possible for me to succeed in the same ways as my siblings. My parents did everything they could to support my educational needs, and so at the age of 12, I moved here to the United States where I could access better resources and in the hopes of having access to better medical treatment. Though medical treatment was not possible for me, my world was still opened up through American Sign Language, or ASL. American Sign Language allowed me to access information in ways I never could before and connected me with the wonderful deaf community. American Sign Language helped me to be successful, but I still experienced challenges because I was in a hearing society. Imagine being a high schooler, learning your materials and subjects and another language like American Sign Language and English. However, through American Sign Language, I was able to fall in love with chemistry because I had an instructor who recognized that I was a visual learner, and that connected me to the content area. Though I have faced many challenges and frustrations because the system does not support deaf individuals, I have been able to overcome those challenges, and just like I graduated from high school and then had access to college education, which made it possible for me to be here today as a graduate. I believe that we are all able to succeed, even when the world tells us that we can't. There is a famous quote by Saint Francis Assisi that says, "We start by doing what is necessary, and then we do what is possible, and we realize we are now doing the impossible." That road has not been smooth or easy for me. With the many barriers I was confronted with, I overcame them all. I started my educational journey and realized I can do this. And I was not only doing what was necessary, I was doing what was possible, and even what I thought was not possible. And by reclaiming my dream and finding myself, I realized that I was now achieving the impossible. You, graduates, all of us have worked countless hours researching, studying for exams, and preparing. And those hours have not gone to waste. You can see the results of your efforts here. You have achieved this. You are graduating, and now we are proving to ourselves that we can do what's possible and achieve the impossible. We can accomplish our goals. And so, my personal life is an example of how you can do the possible, set your mind to the impossible, and confront new problems confidently, because now you have the tools to help you to move forward and confront whatever problems you may face in the future. Thank you so much to our families, our friends, our loved ones, those who have supported us through the thick and thin. I am grateful to our professors, our mentors, our advisors, you all have guided us. And because of you all, we are here today. Because of you all, we are now earning our degrees, and these degrees are opening us up to new opportunities to change the world for the better. Audience members, I want to give you one take-home lesson. Whether you are disabled or non-disabled, we all have unique skills and perspectives that we can bring to advancing research, to problem solving, and bringing innovation to the world. You should be willing and ready to confront whatever problems may arise using different strategies and improving access for all communities. Thank you to the University of Tennessee. Thank you to the Biochemistry and Cellular and Molecular and Biology Department. Thank you to Student Disability Services and the UT Health Center audiologists, because with your support, I am able to be here today to become one of the few deaf scientists with a PhD. We have achieved so much, and I am so proud of all of us. Congratulations to the class of 2023, and I wish you the best of luck for all of your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Ami. Today, our graduates will be introduced individually. Our students have worked hard to earn their degrees, and I ask for your patience as we recognize each graduate. Graduates, as soon as you have crossed the stage, you will exit briefly for photos, and then please return to your seat. The candidates for the various master's degrees and the specialist in education degree will come forward to be recognized by their college dean and the chancellor.
We present the candidates from the Herbert College of Agriculture, who will be greeted by David White. Caitlin Mackenzie Nelms. Corbin Lee Lester. Andrew Thomas Franks. Samuel Charles Gerloff. Beth Ann Billy Ray. Abby Nicole McCallman. Bhishma Raj Dahal. Bowen Jiang. Duncan Paul McCurry. Seth Husky Ingram. Sarah K. Warner. Claire Mackenzie Gorman. William Cronin. Nicole M. Shrinan. Grace Martin Cable. Jordan Wayne Mabry. Amanda Lorraine Kramer. Kathy Hayden Chippendale. Ross D. Thomas III. Samuel Thomas Monarch. Emily Simone White. Kendall Olivia Martin. Rebecca Louise Searles. Annie Faye Carter. Stephanie Brooke Keedle. Jordan Daniel Walker. Priscilla Nicole Gilliam. Next, we're proud to introduce the candidates from the College of Arts and Sciences who will be greeted by Dean Teresa Lee. Joel Samuel Rosen. Grant Edward Gordon. Tinran Gao. Dio Yearout. Chunwei Chang. Alberto Jesus Martinez. James Michael Roddy. Zhu Chung Peng. Devin Joyce Kelly. Morgan M. Steckler. Rose Shalor Moulton. Simone Lee. Kayla Simone Rulehack. Rosemary Achantiza Elazuno. Livingston Mukwara. Francis Kwame Nyamake. Leandra S. Lawson Johnson. Madison Zane Mackey. Shaquille Michael St. John. Abigail Louise Schluckman. James Hooper Stevens. Michaela Munquestion. Cade Scott Botts. Hope Francis Williams. Thomas Joseph Micah. Julie Wren Bronson. Sarah Grace Buzalewski. Hannah Grace Segerman. Richard Joseph Lyon. Amber Michelle Walters Molina. Jessica Lynn Blake. Casey Renee Kellogg. Jenna Lee Lehman. Katerina Alessandra Obanoff. Zoe Grace Critchfield. Sydney Jeanne Marshall. Wendy Michelle Jones. Gabrielle Aquino de Jesus. Sarah Pigman. Cameron Zane Hashmi. Josephine Dana Tolan. Sarah Mae Henke. Lauren Claire Morris. Susan Marie Bartolme. Julian William McDaniel. Hubert A. Harris. Haley Brianne Beck. Rachel Lynn Darden. Christine Sage Behrens. DJ Pike. Kaylin Joy Guess. MJ Romek. Joshua John Mulady. Samson Devine. Scarlett Rose Thomason. Chance Stirrup. Constance Edwina Cooper. Dion G. Nicholas J. Bray. Matthew Thomas Hoover. Helen Elizabeth Martin. Annika Katerina Brinsa. Akeem Schmidt. Our next graduates are candidates from the Haslam College of Business, who will be graded by Dean Steve Mangum. Daniel Warren Riddick. Nicholas Bradley McCubbin. Christopher Scott Morton. Stephen Dale Music. Saxon Alexander Kidder. Dylan James Skonicki. Ty Jonathan Weideman. Brian Lee Silver. Jetta Bangs. Peter Carl Weiss. Wesley Levi Bass. Hunter Neil Rich. Carmenalete Johnson Rawls. Brenton Abram Davis. Alex Edward Childers. Christian James Sutton. Next, we have candidates from the College of Communication and Information, who will be graded by Dean Joseph Mazer. Casey Marie Schuyler. Sophia Lirius Sharp. Samantha Jones Ledford. Megan Kathleen Smith. Catherine Joan Cunningham. Dixie Emmeline Colley. Madeline Beal Littleton. Peyton LeRae Todd. Kendall Starr Kowalski. Isabella Erica Kelly. Solomon O'Brien Trapp. Mallory Elizabeth Sawyer. Adria Amos. Kelsey Marie Crittenden. Anna Catherine Underwood. Mary Kelly Wiggins. Sean A. Hendricks. Jamie Richard Wilson. Mohammed Samir Alasaf. Courtney Dale Francis. Allison Grace Bagwell. Caroline Ruth Porter. Najwa Nisha D. Albakami. Kendall Madison Newton. Kelsey Taylor Biggs. Megan Johnson Crocker. Shannon Haley Baker. Lakin Ann Wright. Pranav Vikas Jadhav. Lawrence DeAnthony Howard. Riley James Thomas. Gideon Harry Amanqua. Caitlin Nicole Reed. Amanda Rose Brooks. Rajan Elizabeth Berry. Anna Elizabeth Franklin. Sydney Wanda Taylor Gavel. Michaela Grace Wood. Candidates from the College of Education, Health, and Human Sciences will be graded by Dean Ellen McIntyre. Francesca G. Grisanti. Katie Jane Cullum. Leslie Renee Valentine. Jordan Breon Murphy. Savannah Michelle Land. Kalista Shea Howard. Allison Brooke Knopfsinger. Abigail Georgia Edwards. Gregory Lynn Duncan. Yatunde Wasalat Felipe. Lexi Hill. Catherine Elizabeth Lee Kreveling. Emily Reese Toth. Layton James Chappell. Amber Price. Rebecca Ann Smith. Robert Clint Lyles. Addison Taylor Jones. Hedley Grace O'Hara. Lauren Elizabeth Berry. Daly Elena Long. Lauren Elizabeth McGill. Mackenzie Brooke Kelly. Anna Caroline Martin. Molly Catherine Saunders. Macaulay Anna Mayfield. Sophia Marie Love. Lily Ann Duncan. Riley Elizabeth Jost. Hallie Evans Job. Amelia Kroll Griffin. Hannah Ray Green. Ellen Pocahontas Henley. Bailey A. Reagan. Drew Anthony Boutelier. Emmeline Odell Donovan. Channy Paige Kretzinger. Zoya Maksoud Camille. Maya Block. Amanda K. Andrews. Hillary Lauren Landerson. Erin Marie Flynn. Ashley Marie Barnett Jones. Kaylin Emily Hancock. Diane Z. Rafe. Anna Marie K. Toomer. Houston D. House. Carrie Ann Finkel. Kayla Marie Putman. Carly Sarah Truitt. Emily Ann Smith. Tristan Robert Waite. Peyton Tanner Jubenville. Shelby Marie Lanphier. Jared Hunter Watts. Gentry Susan Eschman. Marlani Ruth Stiles. Taylor Elizabeth Gray. Adriana Grace Alzinga. Taylor Elizabeth Dodd. Mandeep Singh Brar. Sarah Christine Lyon. Catherine Page Warwick. Priscilla Nicole Pineda. Rebecca Nicole Neves Rodriguez. Meredith Grace Horton. Bonnie Dawn Elizabeth Valerio. Erin Colleen Sweeney. Sandra Weramu. Uchechi Grace Nogwagugu. Kirsten Day. Catherine Beth Vickery. Adrienne Botts. Catherine Joy Corbin. Marietta L. DeFries. Elizabeth Caitlin Coyle. Melissa McLean Hanold. Andrew Stevenson Russell. Grace Parsley. Catherine Anglia. Sophia Anastasia Rodriguez. George Timothy Nelson IV. Rachel Aileen Lebo. Summer Ann Espinoza. Savannah Abel Yeager. Danielle Lynn Wozniakowski. Lacey Elizabeth Wallace. Maya Michelle Wilgosh. Lindsay Marie Kirkpatrick. Mackenzie Faith Lawrence. Kellyanne Hudson. Shaylee Avis West. Noel Victoria Stapleton. Anna Joelle Harmon. Jenna Parsons. Bailey Stewart. Tiasha Pintar. Kira Dallas Towers. Madeline Grace Horridge. Elena Catherine Stem. Annalie Harder. Seth Trenton Bowles. Toy Alexandrian Clark. Tiffany Nicole Garrison White. Matthew Douglas Murphy. Barbara Catherine Buckley. Kayla Ann Louie. Abigail Helen Wallace. Marissa Nicole Warta. Charlotte Allison Lemke. Emily Catherine Kincaid. Zaria Unique Buchanan. Zamina Gonzalez Leche. Dixie Crawford Russell. Aaliyah Kathleen Siebert. Bailey Iris Graves. Kendall Rose Nicely. Sadie Lynn Edwards. Steffi Molinas Lawrence. Natalie Michelle Wrigley. Abigail Brooks Hatmaker. Mary Hanley Morris. Peyton Elizabeth Tippett. Joy Gergis. Rose Marie Ross Casagrande. Danielle Bodie. Amber Lee Schuyler. Adelaide Claire Corcoran. Trevor Lee Wilkie. Tyler Gregory Zalby. Bailey Marie Alexander. Elizabeth Deborah Wong. Ellen Kirsten McGill. Allison Lee Meadows. Demi Christopher Rude. Wyeth Jackson Wilson. Cameron Reese Johnson. Nathaniel Timothy Jones. Matthew Jacob Butcher. Zion Rhonda Sanders. Summer Dawn Green. Caroline Elise Bergen. Naham Abu Zaid. Gretchen Kali Bray Thomas. Lindsay Catherine Maxwell. Marcel Holman. Sarah Ariella Mingo. Courtney Savannah Jackson. Julianne Carter. Kylie Danielle Barr. Sydney Marie Arms. Emily Elizabeth Poma. Sean Dennis Picklesheimer. Natalia Freya Mahan. Lily Ann Williams. Nikki Whaley. And Margaret Samples. Emily Ann Tinney. Rachel Claire Davis. Annabeth Ray. Yasmin Nasim Emidon. Andrea Lynn Gossett. Juliana Darlene Patterson. Anna LaRue Wett. Jacqueline Sophia Lazarus. Miley Elise Harrell. McKenna Brand. Rachel Aileen Brooks. Sophie Louise Sanders. Nicole Mercedes Aquilio. Ansley Francis Tagani. Jessica Lori Bevan. Nicholas Avery Blair. Emily Cunningham. Shanoa Chantel Thompson. Chaselyn Brooke Waldrop. Sydney Ray Park. Peyton Cole Smith. Hannah Claire Candlish. Hannah R. McCarter. Abby Noel McGuire. Allie Braden Carpenter. Heather Raven Doyle. Aislinn M. Brown. Elise M. Bork. Georgina Mancuso. Marissa T. Inman. Michelle Denise Tipton. Kenzie Wilson. Rita Marie Schwartzentruber. Lexi Hamilton Smith. Brooklyn Taylor Scheidt. Julia Morgan Craig. Next, we have candidates from the Tickle College of Engineering who will be greeted by Dean Matthew Mensch, Bradley Wallace McClure, Meredith Ann King, Megan Elizabeth Matherly, Amber Luttrell, Michael Tennessee Andrew Bryant, Warren James Smith. Nathan Murian Smith. Molly E. Danielle. Michael J. Thompson. Gillian E. Holcomb. Jacob Michael Morton. Eli Paul Christoph. Marissa Dawn Walls. Annette Elise Robbins. Eden Meredith Ross. Christopher R. Bush. Albert Dew. Peter Likes. Waleed Sultan Aldasari. Nicholas Dwayne Crowder. Caleb A. Sayasak. Joshua T. Manzek. Jared Garby Stamen. Andrew Philip Rhodes. Vinette Dilip Chowdhury. Amkar Rajendra Goshalkar. Kevin Terrence Stoltenberg. Hope Michelle Newberry. Matthew Harold Redmond Jr. William Edward Trout. Joshua Ronald Middlebrook. Darcy Nicole Halliburton. Lillian Jackson Parker. Michaela Christine Dreyer. Claudia Margaret Bible. Allison Grace Carroll. Satyam Anil Mystery. Alexandra Danielle Henry. Kiara Coney. Garrett Norbert Burnett. Jake Brennan Maker. Zachariah Amon Hamden. Jonathan Franklin Wing. Robert Joseph Atwell III. Danielle Fishman. Richard Lewis Calvin. Ethan Lee Zook. Anuz Gautam. John Izat Sadiq. Matthew Kent Dixon. Christopher Allen Anthony Lemon. Isaac Conrad Waldschlager. Nicholas Benjamin Parsley. Colt Ryan Griffith. John Ariza. Kelly L. McCampbell. Brandy Nicole Ward. Leslie Annette Matthews. Bobby Leanne Nettle. Brady Ryan Parker. Jared Robert Spradling. Deborah Dale. Parul Patel. Jeffrey Hoyt Mason Jr. Rhett Jordan Warner. Brandon Scott Shropshire. William E. Farmer. Michael Doyle Johnson. Kellen John Glasscock. Lee Howell. Ryan Thomas Babb. Richard Carl Quen. Next, we have candidates from the College of Social Work, who will be greeted by Dean Lori Messenger for the master's degree. Catherine Elizabeth Cry. Elizabeth Beal. Hannah Brooke Brees. Deandra Marcus Boyd. Catherine Dunier. Chandler R. Miller. Brittany Noel Robinson. Our next candidate is from the College of Veterinary Medicine, who will be greeted by Dean James P. Thompson for the master's degree. Kelly Ann McWright.
It's now time for the hooding of our doctoral candidates. During this portion of the ceremony, we will recognize individuals who have earned a Doctor of Nursing Practice, Doctor of Social Work, and Doctor of Philosophy degrees. The doctoral degree represents the highest level of academic achievement. Our doctoral candidates will come forward with faculty mentors. After the doctoral candidates are hooded, they will be recognized by their college dean and the chancellor as they exit the stage.
We're proud to present the PhD candidates from the Herbert College of Agriculture, who will be greeted by David White. Dr. Michael Derek Corbin, hooded by Dr. John Sorokin. Dr. Tracy Elizabeth Hawk, hooded by Dr. John Sorokin. Dr. Tylen Quinn Carr, hooded by Dr. John Sorokin. Dr. Zaklina Pavlovic, hooded by Dr. Robert Trajano. Dr. Jillian Lee Gorel, hooded by Dr. Sharon John Philippe. Dr. Jiandong Nguyen, hooded by Dr. Yang Zhao. Dr. Min Lee, hooded by Dr. Tao Wu. Our candidates for the PhD degree from the College of Arts and Sciences will be greeted by Dean Teresa M. Lee. Dr. Ami Forna Sanko, hooded by Dr. Daniel Roberts. Dr. Jeffrey Robert Amos, hooded by Dr. Margaret Dean. Dr. Claire Frances D'Artez, hooded by Dr. Georgie Gardner. Dr. Michael Anthony Lovell, hooded by Dr. Matthew Gillis. Dr. Ryan James Gesme, hooded by Dr. Vihas Lulevicius. Dr. Kevin Arthur Smith, Jr., hooded by Dr. Janice Musfelt. Dr. Ruhani Sagar, hooded by Dean Terry Lee. Dr. Megan Louise Qualls, hooded by Dean Terry Lee. Dr. Juntian Fan, hooded by Dean Terry Lee. Dr. Philip William Halstenberg, hooded by Dean Terry Lee. Dr. Emmanuel Casiano Diaz, hooded by Dr. Adrian Del Maestro. Dr. Martin Joseph K., hooded by Dr. Maestro. Dr. Vikram Sharma, hooded by Dr. Christian Batista. Dr. Rajesh Gamire, hooded by Dr. Kate Jones. Dr. Emily June Jolaol, hooded by Dr. Michael Knight. Dr. David Christian Elzinga, hooded by Dr. Christopher Strickland. Dr. Jimmy Feng, hooded by Dr. Shilong Shaw. Dr. Edward Mitchell, hooded by Dr. Visalis Maroulis. Dr. Doni Varghese, hooded by Dr. Dustin Cartwright. Dr. Jacob Hudson Dennerline, hooded by Dr. Luis Finotti. Dr. Michael Anthony Hansen, hooded by Dr. Mary Jameson. Dr. Jeremiah Caleb Smith, hooded by Dr. Mary Jameson. Dr. Nicholas S. Grondin, hooded by Dr. Kelsey Ellis. Dr. Emily Pamela Butler Provost, hooded by Dr. Dawn Coleman. Dr. Abigail Julian D. Mercurio, hooded by Dr. Daniela Corbetta. Dr. Caleb Thomas Kinder, hooded by Dr. Danielle Corbetta. Dr. Kira Ann Martinez, hooded by Dr. Michelle Brown. Dr. Sarah Emily Dionfrio, hooded by Dr. Alex Moulton. Dr. Natasha Patrice Wadley Ellis, hooded by Dr. Stephanie Bowen. Dr. Sean Michael Callahan, hooded by Dr. Jeremiah Johnson. Dr. Brittany Zoel Zepernick, hooded by Dr. Stephen Wilhelm. Dr. Agustin Kriskowski, hooded by Dr. Linda Kay. Dr. Paula Juliana Perilla Castillo, hooded by Dr. Larry McKay. Dr. Cole Anthony Naipover, hooded by Dr. Bradley Thompson. Dr. Alexandria Virginia Lacey, hooded by Dr. Suzanne Leonard. Our next candidates are from the Haslam College of Business, who will be greeted by Dean Steve L. Mangum. Dr. Fahima Ramanani, hooded by Dr. Steve L. Mangum. Our next candidates are from the College of Communication and Information, who will be greeted by Dean Joseph Mazer. Dr. Joseph William Winberry, hooded by Dr. Jahawa Zhu. Dr. Victoria Lynn Bertram, hooded by Dr. Emily A. Paskowitz. Our next group of candidates are from the College of Education, Health, and Human Sciences, who will be greeted by Dean Ellen McIntyre. Dr. Wendy McLean Cook received her PhD in the summer of 2022 for her dissertation, a narrative case study of the transition to parenthood for Jamaican men who parent their partner's children, but she sadly passed away before she could participate in the hooding ceremony. Accepting the doctoral hood on her mother's behalf as her beloved daughter, Amani Cook. The hood is being presented by Dr. McLean Cook's advisor, Dr. Amy Rauer. Dr. Aaron Phillip Wood, hooded by Dr. Dawn Coe. Dr. Sarah Narvise, hooded by Dr. Louis Ricconi. Dr. Anthony Schmidt, hooded by Dr. Ricconi. Dr. Kristen Ann Karlosh, hooded by Dr. Melinda Gibbons. Dr. Lisa Orient Matthews, hooded by Dr. Melinda Gibbons. Dr. Jennifer Marlejo, hooded by Dr. Casey Barrio Minton. Dr. Adam William York, hooded by Dr. Casey Barrio Minton. Dr. Ashley Renee Stroud, hooded by Dr. Judson Lofter. Dr. Elizabeth Ann Fincher, hooded by Dr. Judson Lofter. Dr. Bomi Lee, hooded by Dr. Dean McIntyre. Dr. Josie L. Andrews, hooded by Dr. Mitsunori Masawa. Dr. Brian McClendon DeLoach, hooded by Dr. Susan Granke. Dr. Ashlyn Nicole Schwartz, hooded by Dr. Lori Meschke. Dr. Shahad Ahmad Subiani, hooded by Dr. Megan Hasselschwert. Dr. Rebecca Ann Zukowski, hooded by Dr. Katie Kavanaugh. Dr. Aaron Lee Armstrong, hooded by Dr. Ahmed Bataib. Dr. Victoria Lynn Bradshaw, hooded by Dr. Leslie Fisher. Dr. Patrick Anthony Crow, hooded by Dr. Adam Love. Dr. Samuel Benson Bernstein, hooded by Dr. Michelle Violante. Dr. Shermaine Daniel Cole, hooded by Dr. Stephen Waller. Dr. Emily Joanne Johnson, hooded by Dr. Stephen Waller. Our PhD candidates from the Tickle College of Engineering will be greeted by Dean Matthew Mensch. Dr. Sarah Elizabeth Kreisman, hooded by Dr. Lawrence Heilbronn. Dr. Corey David All will be hooded by Dr. Eric Lucosi. Dr. Thomas Heath Davis will be hooded by Dr. Eric Lucosi. Dr. Jake Alexander Gallagher will be hooded by Dr. Eric Lucosi. Dr. Madi Budagi Kajanobar will be hooded by Dr. Brian Edwards and Dr. Bamin Komami. Dr. Reze Kaviani Bagbaddarani will be hooded by Dr. Harang Chi. Dr. Monere Asude will be hooded by Dr. Paul Dahlheimer. Dr. Mohammed M. Bazad will be hooded by Dr. Doug Aaron. Dr. Yingfang Zhao will be hooded by Dr. Matthew Mensch. Dr. Hongyu Lee will be hooded by Dr. Matthew Mensch. Dr. Chenwen Zhang will be hooded by Dr. Matthew Mensch. Dr. Lingyu Zhang will be hooded by Dr. Matthew Mensch. Dr. Zhang Yang Liu will be hooded by Dr. Peter Liao. Dr. Nan Tang will be hooded by Dr. Dustin Gilbert. Dr. Jennifer Seals Cooper will be hooded by Dr. Andrew Yu. Dr. Tina White Malone will be hooded by Dr. Andrew Yu. Dr. Okan Chifchi will be hooded by Dr. Kevin Tomsovic. Dr. Kamal Sabi will be hooded by Dr. Daniel Kostanet. Dr. Colin Basham will be hooded by Dr. Andy Sarles. Dr. Zisho Liu will be hooded by Dr. Scott Emmerich. Dr. Corey Michael Arndt will be hooded by Dr. Stephanie Termath. Dr. Hang Wang will be hooded by Dr. Riza Abedi. Dr. Cheng Pen Kuo will be hooded by Dr. Joshua Fu. Dr. Yang Song Gu will be hooded by Dr. Li Han. Dr. Ethan Jedediah Deacons will be hooded by Dr. James Ostrowski. Dr. Jeremy Blake Watts will be hooded by Dr. John Kobza. Dr. Gili Ermi Barkech Zucolado will be hooded by Dr. John Kubza. Dr. Jeremy Creighton Hale will be hooded by Dr. Mingzhao Jin. Dr. David Jesus Quintanilla will be hooded by Dr. Bingzhao Jin. Dr. Wenquan Dong will be hooded by Dr. Minzhao Jin. Dr. Rongyon Tang will be hooded by Dr. Mingzhao Jin. Dr. Pengcheng Zhu will be hooded by Dr. Stephen Zinkel. Dr. Yajia Zhao will be hooded by Dr. Stephen Zinkel. Dr. Rakesh Rajaram Kamath will be hooded by Dr. Han Chu. The candidates from the College of Nursing will be greeted by Vice Provost and Dean of the Graduate School, Dr. Dixie Thompson. Dr. Kayla Aubrey Kruger will be hooded by Dr. Melissa Hessick. Dr. Mary Elizabeth Ritter will be hooded by Dr. Melissa Hessick. Dr. Ashlyn Brooke Vakrumba will be hooded by Dr. Melissa Hessick. Dr. Whitney Lee Leon will be hooded by Dr. Melissa Hessick. The candidate from the College of Social Work will be greeted by Dean Lori Messenger, Dr. Shannon Patrick McCain, hooded by Dr. Mary Held. Our candidates from the College of Veterinary Medicine will be greeted by Dean James P. Thompson, Dr. Kristen Marie Bowers, hooded by Dr. David Anderson. Dr. Lufuno Popi, hooded by Dr. Stephen Kanya. Dr. Anastasia Lane Toe, hooded by Dr. Deborah Miller. Our next group of candidates are from the Bredesen Center for Interdisciplinary Research and Graduate Education, who will be greeted by Dr. Philip Rack, Education Director. Dr. Allison K. Adams, hooded by Dr. Philip Rack. Dr. Asha Shabu, hooded by Dr. Philip Rack. Dr. Damalola Oleinka Akamo will be hooded by Dr. David Keffer. Dr. Maximiliano Flavio Ferrari, hooded by Dr. Leon Tolbert.
As we prepare to leave, I want to once again offer my sincere congratulations to all our graduates. Graduates, take time to reflect on your accomplishments and celebrate your success. Although you may see this ceremony as an end to your academic journey, it's also a beginning. You leave here this evening with proof that you are committed to achieve at a high level. You enter the next phase of your life with new skills and knowledge that will help you succeed in the years ahead. Graduates, remember the many lessons you've learned on a hallowed hill in Tennessee. You will always be a part of the Tennessee family. As we conclude this evening, I'd like to remind you that all graduates and guests are asked to leave up on the concourse level of the arena. No guest will be allowed on the arena floor. Graduates and guests, I wish you well and thank you for being with us tonight. And now it's my pleasure to present to you Chancellor Dondi Plowman, who will confer the degrees. Chancellor Plowman, these scholars have met all of the requirements for the various doctoral, master's, and specialist in education degrees.
So we're going to make it official. Degree candidates, will you please rise? Your presence here tonight demonstrates that you have done all of the work and you have completed all of the requirements for your degrees. On behalf of the state of Tennessee and our Board of Trustees, I now confer upon you the degree for which you have been recommended. Congratulations, graduates. You may now be seated. After the singing of the alma mater, the stage party will recess and our ceremony will be concluded. We're all so proud of you. We hope you will always remember this moment. It's a moment to celebrate yourself, all that you've accomplished, and all the people who've helped you along the way. We will close our ceremony, as is our tradition, by singing the alma mater today. Congratulations to everyone here tonight. Thank you for celebrating with us, and go Vols.